Hello, I am live and welcome to my classroom. Hello, my name is Cindy and welcome to my channel. I am just coming on here to give an update of my classes and what's going on in my teaching world. So this morning I had 3 VIP Kid classes and they went great. I had one class, a regular student, and then my second class was a sight word camp. So that was interesting. That was the first time I ever taught a sight words camp. And I don't know, I felt like the kid could read, but he wasn't quite sure of how to proceed in the class. So it was a little difficult, but it went well. We did the sight words. We did the sight word camp, and it looked to me like he knew what he was doing and everything went well. And so that was good. And what else did we do? Okay, so now VIP Kid, my bookings are a little lower. Hello, Jason. And I've been getting my regulars are booking. Uh, that's what I thought. Jason says the sight words class was a little odd. I thought it was odd because um, the kid is he supposed to read or not read, and then, you can't really tell if the kid can read or not read. And then if he can read all the other words, then he should be able to read the sight words. So I thought it was a little bit confusing, but, I felt like my student might have been new to VIP Kid because he wasn't really figuring out how to drag and he wasn't repeating after me. I'd be like, repeat, read. I tried a lot of different words to clue him to copy. And then sometimes he was reading and sometimes he wasn't reading. And then he didn't always want to repeat after me either. But we did the class. It went well. And hello, Luann. Good morning. So Luann and Jason both also teach for VIP Kid. And so my bookings are kind of a little bit low for VIP Kid. I did change my photo, but my other photo was working pretty well. I don't know if changing the photo was a good idea or not. But I changed my photo. I did not change my video or anything like that. I don't really, from what I've heard, is changing the photo might help just because you're making a change and it might like put it to the top of the list or something, or maybe a change would help to be recognized. I don't really know. So hello, Stephanie. Thank you for coming. So Jason says that he's been getting the 9 and 9:30 slots booked. Ooh, I've never had them booked until recently. Ooh, okay. I haven't even been opening them, so that's good to know. And I have been opening more slots because I would like to get more bookings, because I like doing the mornings and I like getting my classes out of the way and having the rest of the day to myself. Luann says, I think families are going on vacations. Okay. I have heard some people are getting their slots completely full, though, and then other people are saying they're not. Evenings are booking now. Okay. Yeah, that could be it, too. Maybe because I'm not doing evenings. I'm probably not going to do evenings, but that might be why maybe they're doing evenings instead of mornings. Okay. So if you're, interested in evenings, you could try opening those up. And Kathy Kelly, hello. I've been getting a short notice trial at 9 almost every day. Interesting. Okay. Great. Okay, so yeah, I'm opening my regular slots. I had some troubles this week though. Way back when a couple weeks ago, I started my next contract, brand new contract, clear slate and everything. And then I got a no-show like the first week by accident. I didn't realize my class started at 7 instead of 7:30. So I got an accidental teacher no-show. That was legitimate. But then this past week, I had 3 classes in a row Did my first class. Second class, I had IT issues, and my internet went out or something. I quickly got to my hotspot on my iPad, and I was trying to teach the class, but you could tell it was a little laggy. So with the hotspot and streaming through all that. So as soon as I could switch it to my computer, once I realized that my internet was okay, I switched to my computer, and then right when I started going along with the class, the I got a pop-up that said teacher no show from the company. So I was really not happy. So I did send in a ticket for that. Um, because you do lose money for a teacher no show. You lose money, and then, it also counts towards the six maximum teacher no shows or six maximum cancellations. So, Luann, the same thing happened to her the first week of her contract. Yeah. And so you think, oh, I get a clear slate. I'm all good. And then bam. But, I figured it's not normal for me. I'm sure I'll be okay. But now I got another teacher no show. And that one was definitely a teacher IT. So, and the thing was, I was so much into trying to do the class that I didn't take screenshots. So at the end, I could still get into class. So I took a photo of the class, and hopefully they'll review it. So Luann says the same thing happened. Okay. Stephanie says, yeah, technology stinks sometimes. Yeah. Between you and me, I think my cat, sometimes the cat will go behind the where all the wires are and cause the internet to come unplugged or something. So I think that might have been what happened. But so I understand it was a teacher IT, but it was definitely not a no show, because I did a class before, I did the class after. I was trying to do the class. I hope that they change it to a teacher IT. So I did go in and put in a ticket, and it was interesting the new way that they have it. You can actually, they send you to your classroom tab, and then you can click on the class that is in question, and then you attach it to your email, and then it's pretty easy to report. It's change class status. So hopefully they will allow it to be changed. And I would rather have a teacher IT than a no show, right? Because I think you don't have to pay the $10 for an IT. So, yeah. So it was a bummer. I did not cry about it, but I was like, oh, So now I have to be a really good girl. And, I don't know if the parents can see, that you have two teacher no shows or whatever. And then yesterday I had 6 in a row. I'm like, okay, good. I was doing great, did all my classes. And then I was exhausted. I had a million other things to do. So I got busy, and then I didn't do my feedback until later. And then one of mine was a UA. So I actually didn't get to the UA until it's going to be half pay. So that's a real bummer. So tomorrow, for yesterday, at least it was 6 classes. One of them was half pay. But it's better when you do the feedback right away, but sometimes I'm just too fried to even think about it. So you feel shamed when you look at the reminder right on your desktop. Yeah. So yeah, that's a bummer too. That's the thing. If you do get a teacher no show, they give you all kinds of reminders. They give you a checklist that you can go through. And like when it's a teacher IT, it wasn't that I wasn't there. I don't need the checklist. It wasn't that type of a teacher no show. It wasn't accidental. I wasn't, oh shoot, I wasn't there. No, I was there. And there was a whole thread in one of the official groups about the bell, which people call the bell of shame. So if you get a teacher no show, or even if you cancel your classes, you get this little bell. So when you go to your bookings page on your little bookings tab, it gives you the little bell. Don't forget you had a problem here. Don't forget you canceled the class or you no showed. And so there was a thread all about it, and the people were like, we hate it. We absolutely hate it. And some people were saying that, yeah, I remember that was the day I had to rush to the emergency room and my husband almost died or something like that. It is kind of insensitive. It should be a choice. Do you want the bell? Because, it's our booking page. We're the ones that want the reminder or not, right? It's our choice. It should be our choice whether we want that bell or not and whether we need that bell or not, because it's just kind of intimidating when they stick the bell on there. I didn't know about it until recently. I was like, why is that bell there? Oh, okay. But it's not helpful. Yeah, it's not helpful at all. And I mean, if you have 6 cancellations, we know that's it. We are done. We are fired. We know this. And some people do appeal because maybe they have legitimate reasons. Maybe they were legitimately sick or legitimately had a, hurricane or their house burned down or something like that, which should be considered, I think. If you're just canceling classes because you scheduled it out and you decided you want to go to the beach, then that's kind of irresponsible. But, we should be treated like we're responsible and we can. I mean, I've done almost over 4,000 classes. I have a pretty good track record. Anything could happen at any time. And that's why I applied for another company just in case. But the other company isn't really booking as much because I'm not opening full-time slots. I'm a little nervous to do that. I'm a little nervous to just say, I don't want to teach for VIP Kid. I'll teach for GoGo instead. Because I don't know for sure those classes are going to get booked. I'm opening Sundays for Gogokid and some Saturdays, but they're not filling in. So how can I be sure that they will? So, unless like if something happened and I can't teach for VIP Kid, then I would have that to fall back on, and then it would be anything good would be good. So Gogokid, I'm just, it's my second company and I'm certified for everything in Gogokid. They do have a lot of neat things coming up for the Gogokid community. Some in-person type workshops and some really fun, you know, what do you call it? Educational development. So that's really cool. If you do work for them or if you want to work for them, they have some really fun things coming up for the teacher community for Gogokid. And their system of pay and everything is a little confusing to me, so I don't really explain it. I don't really explain it because it's kind of complicated. But it's a similar pay, but their incentives are a little bit different. Um, so Gogokid is still there. Outschool, I teach 3 classes for Outschool a week right now. I kind of really like the morning hours for VIP Kid. I like just, even though it's hard to get up early, you teach your classes, you have the rest of the day to yourself. With Outschool, it seems like when are the classes going to book, and you kind of have to guess, and I've had to reschedule some, and so I've kept my one knitting class, which is 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and I have a piano class with a student that is his schedule's changing. It's a private class, so I can switch that one around. We communicate with the parents as needed for the summer hours. And then I also have a Saturday morning class for first grade math students. And that's it for me for Outschool. And I would like to do more, but like I said, my days are kind of busy and I have a lot of things I'm doing. So I really just cutting into that time is not attractive to me right now. So Luann says, I think that I will try to get classes going with GoGo. They pay better. It seems to make better financial sense. It just takes time to build up students. Yeah, and that is the problem. Yeah, so it's just hard because I feel like they want you to open up a full-time schedule and then maybe the students will flood in. I don't know. I haven't tried it. But the teacher Lexi, she has a lot of videos on YouTube. She talks about how she just like went just stopped her Vipkid and opened up a full-time schedule for GoGo, and it took her a little while, but it did fill up. So that is an option if you're interested. And yeah, so that's my world right now. And I'm just doing a lot of projects. I'm decluttering right now. I'm also selling makeup. So I joined a pharmacy makeup. Where is it? I have my stuff here somewhere. I have videos on YouTube. And so I just joined because I've been buying their makeup. And if I join, I can buy the makeup for half off. And I would like to offer to I have a Facebook group on Facebook, Cindy's Makeup Tips and Deals. So if you're interested in joining that, let me know. And I'm just, putting it out there because I buy a little bit of makeup and I would rather buy it and, have it sent to my house. It saves me going out to the store. It saves this frustration of looking at everything and figuring out what I want or what kind I want and all that kind of stuff. And so if you're interested in joining my little makeup club, let me know and you can be part of my little group and we'll see what happens, right? My daughter started selling it and I had just run out of my lipstick, like it was completely gone. And then so I really needed something and I was like, okay, now I got to go to the store. I got to figure out what kind I want to get. And then she just popped on Facebook and she's like, I'm going to start selling makeup. And she had researched it and everything. And it's a good company. And they have, good ingredients in, bad ingredients out. And so I figured, okay, I'll buy some stuff. And I really like it. So now they have like a skincare line. I buy like the mascara and all of the other kind of makeup that they have. What else do they have? Like perfume and shampoo. I buy their shampoo. It's good shampoo, better than the store-bought stuff. I've seen stuff where it says the store-bought stuff makes your hair fall out. That's the last thing I need. And so, yeah. So, yeah. So, thank you guys for stopping by. And I do have some garden videos on as well. I haven't updated my garden in a while. I just went out there today and some animal ate all of my beans. So I had a couple bean plants with a few beans growing and I just saw stubs today. But I have a lot of tomatoes. They're green and I watered them this morning. They look really good, but now I need them to turn red. So I'm just hoping I can nurse them along, keep watering them, and get some really awesome fresh tomatoes. That's what I'm looking forward to. I've gotten a few cucumbers, lettuce, and my zucchinis. I've gotten a few zucchinis, but I had kind of a small garden and I did see success. So I feel like next year I want to put in some raised beds and make it a little fancier. So I'm really excited that I had a good year and I just kind of did it small. I didn't want to, make a huge garden and then completely fail. So I made a smaller garden and we had some success. So I know I can actually grow stuff. And I would recommend that you guys would do that, just grow something and it's really fun. It's amazing what you can grow from a seed. And all of the things that I grew in my garden, I started from a seed. And I tried it last year and it was a flop, but I tried again and it was successful. So there's a lot of lessons you can learn in that experience. Also, I want to recommend to my teacher friends that If you do not go to school board meetings in your town, I would just urge you to do so and to become a part of the education in your community. Um, I have not done it and I feel bad about it because I could have maybe made a difference. But I'm meeting a lot of people now that are saying, hey, we need to do something about, being a help to our educational community. I don't really use the public schools, but when I go out in the community, I'm going to like be with people that do, right? And what they teach there affects me. And so I want to urge all my teacher friends that even if you don't have kids in the school, you can get involved in maybe the school board or get involved in your school so that you can make a difference for good in your community. If we sit back and we talk about this is not good and that's not good and we're not doing anything about it, complaining does nothing. But maybe you could be involved in a good way and maybe look into your community for other people that you can kind of meet up with and encourage each other to make a difference in your community. And we know that the world is kind of in trouble right now and things are difficult, and we sit back and just watch things happen, then things are going to happen. But maybe we can step up and we can participate in things that will make a difference for everyone. That's just my public service notice. And I hope to see you guys again in the next video, but I got to go and get ready for my 10 o'clock Outschool class. And thank you guys for joining my live, and thank you for those of you who watch it later. And if you're new to my channel, please give it a like and a thumbs up, and stay tuned for more videos like this, and updates for virtual teachers, as well as gardening videos, makeup videos, and lifestyle videos as well. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.